I'm going to unbox and review the Ausom L1. This is a budget electric scooter with a good amount of power, and it looks more expensive than it actually costs. So I'm actually very excited to be reviewing this specific model. So for the price, you're getting a lot. You're getting 800 watt or 1104 watt peak single motor, 28 miles an hour top speed, up to 44 miles of range. It has full suspension. It comes with the USA plug right here, and this is 100 to 240 volts. Output is 81.9 watts of power. User manual and warranty card. Comes with several of these rubber covers, some Allen wrenches with the Phillips on one side. We got some gloves, and it did come with 2 cable ties and an NFC card. So it has the instructions before I remove the protective layer. Controls, we have our rear disc brake and our front disc brake. To turn on the scooter, you hold down the power button. It asks for the password. So you have 2 ways of basically enabling this. The default password is 0000. So I could essentially change it to that. And then once I enter the 4th digit, I hold the power button until it turns on. Or what I can do is if I turn off the scooter, it comes with 2 of these NFC keys plus the 3rd one, which is a card shape. So 3 NFC keys total. So I could just hold it to turn it on, and as soon as this comes up, I just tap the plastic right here without touching the screen, and it goes on, which is great. So as far as the buttons, we have the horn. You can hold it. And then you have your signal indicators right here. This is nothing. And to go between the modes, currently we're in Eco. You could go to Sport, you could go to Race, and then if you hold down this plus button, it turns on the lights, and you hold it again, it turns off the lights, and then obviously to go back down, you just hit the minus, and then if you hold this, it goes into walk mode. So that pretty much covers it for the scooter, and this is the throttle right here. It is a kickstart. The speed is currently in miles an hour. You can change this to kilometers if you wanted to, and there are other things you could customize. You could just go to the hidden menu. The manual does tell you how to do that on page 10 of this manual, and it basically tells you to switch between kilometers and miles, and these are the P keys, and then you just go there and then you basically change it to what you want. The handlebar height is adjustable. You open this up, and then this is the maximum height. You can lock it in place, and this is obviously the minimum height, and you can lock that in place as well. And for the folding mechanism, it does need to be a certain height. Usually it's around here somewhere, so this, when you fold it, so this can actually hold on to the back of the scooter. This is about the height that it needs to be. To fold the scooter is pretty straightforward. You open this up, and then once this is open enough, there is a tab on this side. You basically pull, this thing drops, and this handlebar needs to be high enough so this part opens up and attaches right here. So it connects to it right there, and then now I can lift this thing up. And it is more on the heavier side of scooters. I mean, I could still lift it and everything, but it is on the more heavier side. It's not the heaviest ones where it's literally very difficult to lift, but it's not super easy to lift. Okay, so, and that's pretty much it. We're going to take a quick walk around. So we have the rear disc brakes, pneumatic tires in the back, full suspension, back and in the front. This part feels like it's plastic. This is metal right here. This part feels like it's plastic, but the underlying piece right below it is metal right there. And this is where you would charge the scooter. And these are those little rubber things that came with it that I put on the nuts. Front disc brakes as well. So this is the folding mechanism. This is what you pull when you're folding it. We got the light right here. It is adjustable, and you can tighten it to your desired height. And that's for adjusting the handlebar, folding mechanism, and then we have the controls. Alright, So far not too bad. It is slowing down, which is what I would expect. But let's see if we can make it up the hill. 13 miles an hour right now, 12. So far going up. This is a pretty lengthy hill. I am around 200 pounds, a little bit over, about 92, 93 kilograms, something like that. So if I was lighter, obviously it'd be struggling less, but it is still taking me up the hill. Three, 34, 32. Okay, so 34 was the fastest that I got to. Still felt fine. All right, and okay, yeah, it's stable. This was my first time braking at a faster speed, so I wanted to see what it would feel like, and it feels pretty good. We'll do some more braking tests. So with some scooters, the brakes are super strong, others not as much. So the ones that are super strong, you kind of have to be careful it doesn't like throw you off the scooter. So this one is pretty good. Like, it's strong, but I could control it. This hill is not as difficult. It is pretty lengthy, but it's not as difficult as the other one, so it's having no issues going up. In fact, it's even accelerating a bit. Yeah, it seems to be doing fine on the grass. Nothing crazy, you know. But yeah, it's doing just fine. All right, let's drop it off the curb. Oh, that was actually pretty soft. Both the front and the back. That's actually a pretty soft drop. All right, let's try out some bumps to see how well it does over the bumps. Because the suspension on this thing is actually pretty smooth. Yeah, it's very smooth. Brakes are good too. All right, let's try the acceleration on eco mode. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, 11 miles an hour. Looks like that's about it. Let's try the balanced mode, which I call the standard mode. Sorry. Let's try the sport mode now. Okay, 19 miles an hour. Looks like the extent of sport mode. All right, let's try race mode. Let's go. Seems like it accelerates a bit faster on race mode versus the other modes. 23, 24, 5, 26, 27. Come on. We're gonna hit an incline. Okay, so it didn't get to 28 before the incline. So towards the end, it just kind of just slows down. Try the acceleration here, but it is a bit of a downhill on race mode. So this one, we should hit 28 miles an hour more easily. So basically, it gets to 20 fairly easily. After that, it does slow down. The acceleration slows down. So, but obviously on a downhill, it's super easy to get to. I mean, this is not a crazy downhill or anything, but it does get to 28 pretty easily. In fact, it exceeds it. As far as suspension, it's very soft. When I dropped it off the curb, it did the grass just fine. I mean, nothing crazy, but it did that just fine. It's in between soft and stiff, if that kind of makes sense. So I do feel it a little bit soft, but I also feel it also being a bit rigid as well, just because you don't want it to be super soft when you're going faster. And brakes are really good. You have pretty good control. I can stop pretty hard if I wanted to. I don't have to. So we could just do another quick test right here. I'm going 26 miles an hour, and I can almost make the back slide. So the brakes are good. You have good control of the brakes, so it's not like, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna fly off the scooter. So pretty good brakes overall. And just as an overall scooter, for the price, you're getting pretty good performance out of it, because one of the things is scooters in this price range, not all scooters, but a decent amount that I've reviewed, they usually top out at 18.6 miles an hour, and this one can go up to 28. Obviously it's more of a, I could tell they put much more into this thing, and it is I'm going 33 miles an hour right now. All right, I'm gonna start to slow down a bit because the road gets a little weird over here. But yeah, I mean, for the price, you're getting a lot of performance. I mean, there are more powerful scooters than this, obviously. But for the price, you're getting pretty good performance out of this thing. And you know, you have your horn, not super loud. I actually really like the display. It kind of looks cool. Overall, a pretty good scooter. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button. More reviews coming along, and catch you guys in the next one.